apart from our wedding anniversary, we have a lady here who has just turned 21 or
18!
I don't know.
18 or 16, Bob.
It's your birthday today, Megan! And would you come out here? We have a special little cake.
So much for keeping it on the DL.
And
There's no candles to blow.
no candles, no. But we'd like to say happy birthday, Megan. Are you all ready for a song? Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray!
Justin, would you like to say a word?
Yes, I would. Apart from saying happy birthday, sweetheart. Thank you all for coming and welcome today.
Okay, come over here.
We've got 40
Stand with Poppa.
over here.
Okay,
Put the camera behind me.
Justin,
Yeah.
speak to the people.
All right. Thank you all for coming today. A lot of you have travelled. Australia, some of you out of town. Scott and Amanda, about a 9-9, is that right? Not far away. Raj and family, you're what, a putter?
Very far.
Thank you all for coming to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Graham and Noli. 1964. When you think about what happened in '64, we had the Beatles here. You can remember those fellas?
Yes.
We had Ray Columbus singing "She's a Mod."
She was.
Auckland had 500,000 people in it. A little while back. They were designing the Beehive. Some guy, some rooster from Britain designed the Beehive. That, yeah, apparently you can Google it. And the All Blacks lost the first test to Australia in the Bledisloe Cup 5-20.
Oh no, that's bad.
You can't even score 5 these days, but we did win the series, so don't get up and out of your chairs, okay? In 1964, Nanny married the boy who sat behind her in class and annoyed her.
Nothing's changed.
And Poppa married the only girl who could do something while he was renovating cars or boats or houses. She'd find knitting to do or what have you. She would be there and present, and there's not many women in the world that would be up for that job. So well done, Nanny. 4 years later, after a night of Karuba and Irish Rovers, there was an immaculate conception, and perfection was achieved with their first son. They thought life was perfect, so they'd try it again. How wrong they were. Therefore, there are no more children. That was it. Then from there on, there was, help me along, boat, house, boat, house.
Boat, house, boat, house.
But was there ever a houseboat?
No. I think that's the nearest we got to a houseboat.
Right. And there was never a boat house either, was there?
No, never a boathouse.
So
No.
you've still got work to do.
No, yeah. It's only a continuum.
So there are some downsides to having a man so talented and
He's talking
creative
about you now,
as
love.
yourself.
I'm not a man.
Aren't you?
And things spring to mind like moving 3 pallets of cobblestones around a section over 2 years' time. You know, I mean, there are army staff who get jobs to do like that. There was getting a hammer one Christmas. That wasn't what I would put on my Christmas list, but I knew some work was in store. Nanny completed an electrical apprenticeship in passing tools, and she can clear a gauze from a section in half a day. Perhaps not today, but I moved a diesel engine and 2 tonne of lead. I don't know, over 3 houses was it, over a 10-year period.
Oh, eventually we used it.
Well, you'll know more about that than I will. So I don't know if it was some kind of test, but obviously there were some perks around that as well. There are houses fixed in Rotorua, Tauranga in Auckland that they'll never fall down in a nuclear blast.
we're finding more houses in Auckland than in Rotorua.
Yeah, they're certainly fixing in Auckland. And one house in particular, my last house in Belden Place, had a water problem under it. You remember that one?
Serious water.
Yes.
And Auckland has
Yeah,
clay
yeah.
underneath it, so if you can imagine digging in wet clay under a house for hours on end with little headroom, clay sticks to your shovel like shit to a I don't know what.
Blanket.
And I had nothing but admiration because I was done. I was over it. I was going to sell the house. It was probably a better solution, but he soldiered on and he got it done and he put in plumbing systems. And anyway, as far as we know, we sold the house after that, so it's still going.
Hasn't floated along.
Another occasion came to mind in Rotorua. There was a garage floor to be laid. You weren't even invited to that one. I borrowed some of your gear. You turned up late thinking the beers would be on. You were in your number 1 cardigan and your best walk shorts. But we weren't finished, so half a dozen of us watched in amazement as you patted and flattened and turned this thing from a lump of concrete into a mirror. And I can still remember the looks on their faces where they thought they were done, but apparently they weren't done to a level that was satisfactory in your number 1. So amazing to see. There are houses that we can see in the photos here today that are amazing even now. Raniera Place, of course, in Nio. Moncur Drive, still a great looking house. And those are the ones you did yourself, and then there's a couple more you've put up around with the help of other people.
I took a break and made a boat in between.
Yeah, they were interrupted, that was fun. And those have been monuments for a long time. I think still enjoy it in Rotorua going back to see the houses that you've built and what you've designed. Now you're in Auckland. You've given up a large home with garage space up the wazoo and a special movie room for the grandkids who love to go down there and spend time there in a great city. But you're close to the family and you're close to the grandkids, and the influence on them is great to see. The help and support you give all the family is wonderful to see. Grandkids, I'm sure you'll be speaking next. You can tell us all how much they've helped you out. Throw to you. But most of all, it's great that we can share your lives now. We more than once or twice a year, we're seeing you every week, and that's great. So thank you for everything you're doing for us all, and congratulations on the first 50 years together. I hope that for many years to come, you'll have family and friends, you'll have bowls, you'll have cards, you'll have Andre Rieu and Neil Diamond. There'll be winning meat packs and trophies for many more years to come. So I'd like to say I wish you all the best for that. Congratulations.
Thank you, Justin.
Close to that, Nolly and Graham, Nanny and Poppa.
Well, Justin, thank you very much. I'm sure that Scott wants to have a word or two, but before he has his share of having a crack at me, I don't know how this turned out, because I felt today all it needed for today was a beer on the back doorstep with the boys, and that would be it, job done. Somehow it's wound up to this, but it's really great. And thank you everyone from Wellington, Queensland, wherever you've come from. Thank you very much for coming and seeing us. We really appreciate it. Today reminds me a little bit of our wedding day in the weather terms. Today was almost fine when it started. Our wedding day 50 years ago was beautifully sunny when it started. We had planned to go for our honeymoon down the South Island tour around, but because of ferry sailings we couldn't go after the wedding. So very cunningly I took our little van across with all our stuff in it, took it across on the ferry, left it at Blenheim Airport, and got the plane at Blenheim and flew back to Wellington, where we were living at the time. That was great. That was on the Friday. On the Saturday we had the wedding, as you do. The wedding day was beautifully sunny. We got the wedding through. We got down to Wellington Airport all ready to fly across and pick up our car. Got to Wellington Airport. Well, fine and sunny, no reason why the plane shouldn't go. But we got this message from the airport PA system. Our flight has been delayed. The plane we're going to catch is supposed to come from Nelson across to Blenheim, but the weather in Nelson has delayed its flight, so they're busing the passengers from Nelson to Blenheim. Oh, wonderful. So as we get to the airport and they go, well, it's about an hour to bus passengers from Nelson across to Blenheim. Yeah, we'll wait, we'll wait. We had everything with us was Noeling's purse. Our total possessions, Noeling's purse. Nanny, what did you have in the purse? Don't tell them. Don't tell them. No, there are some things. No, there are some things.
I know that.
So we waited for an hour, and the next message over the PA system was the plane from Blenheim has been delayed. It will arrive at Wellington Airport, but there will be no return flight from Wellington to Blenheim. Oh, damn. Just a minute. We're in Wellington, we've got Noeling's purse and our car's in Blenheim, and we actually haven't got anywhere to stay. We can't go home. We've got nothing with us except what we're wearing. All our stuff's in the car at Blenheim. So we hurriedly raced around, found a motel and spent the night with everything that Noeling had in the purse. So it just shows you the weather does play a part in what happens.
You had to be very feminine.
Smelled wonderful, didn't it?
Yeah. We've had a pretty mundane life, haven't we, sweetheart? You've learned how to build houses and boats. And along the way, apart from building houses and boats, we've had a couple of sons. And then we acquired a daughter. Joanne, where are you, love?
Yeah.
We acquired a daughter. But that was a great turning point in our life. I think there was about 7 calendar years between Joe and the two sons. 8 years. That equates in real terms to 24 years between a daughter of 16, 17 and boys of about 11, 10. There's at least 26 years between them.
They tried to stop you smoking, didn't they?
Yeah. So time went by, and we got to Rotorua, and then we semi-acquired a son. Michael over there has been a mate with our sons forever. If you talk indoor cricket, we semi-acquired a son.
Pleased to be one.
Yeah. And of course we acquired Shah as a semi-daughter-in-law too. Shah, wherever you are, yeah, love to have you. Time went by, we shifted to Auckland, and blow me down, we've acquired another son. And a lovely daughter-in-law to go with it. So we have been...
Turn around.
So our mundane existence has been full of life from all of these sons and daughters that we've acquired. Oh, by the way, something else I acquired was for the car. It's a sat-nav thing or a nav-man thing or whatever it is.
No, Lee.
It's the upmarket version, and it's got stuff on it like make a U-turn as soon as possible. I've left my umbrella behind. Another one it's got on it is I don't know why you're going this way. I never go this way. And there's another useful one on it. There's a parking place back there. You've just passed it. But love, 50 years. Been a lot of fun. Loved having you with us. Been great. Been lots of fun. Done lots of stuff.
We have.
You're not going to go water skiing anymore though, are you?
No.
No. Fair enough.
We did heaps. But I do have to say that I was his apprentice, and I've never qualified any past an apprentice. And all that was 50, actually it was more than 50 years. I started being an apprentice earlier than that.
Nolly, you're the teacher.
Yeah. I was the teacher, yes. I was going to have a speech, but you've done your bit.
So no, you can have your turn now because they don't look bored yet. I think with another hour or so we could keep them going.
Well, I'll just say, as quick as I can, I'll just do it very quick what I've written out because I haven't got a good memory. I just want to say that we had a wonderful 50 years together with a superb family, 2 sons, Justin and Scott, 2 lovely daughter-in-laws, Amanda and Megan, 4 wonderful grandchildren, Thomas, Georgia, Michael and Alex. Where are you, grandchildren? All around. Graham and I met at Naira School. He turned up there in Standard 4 and we were friends. Then we went to secondary school separately, but we used to go out to dances, church dances and ball dances and that sort of thing. But we didn't go just together. We went with other people in groups, you know. And then when we left school, he was being an electrician and I was a primary school teacher, and we went together regularly then. Also, we had our wonderful Aussie relations who we visited a lot. Graham's mum also came with us at times too. And we stayed with Auntie Jo and Uncle Lawrence lots of times, didn't we, over there? Yes. And we went to stay with Tiana and Mark, and we're going there next year, aren't we, Tiana? Graham was with me in everything we do, and he built 3 houses, worked hard in the grounds for 2 other homes, built 5 boats, took us water skiing with our mates Judy and Rob to start with, and then some others as well, didn't we, Jude? Helped others work for them before we were married and did more to help our family and mates and neighbours during our marriage, and he's still doing it right now, helping neighbours and people that he knows need help. And I've been his apprentice for many years, but I've never qualified, and he's still an apprentice. What did I say here? Oh, he loves all his musical shows and things, and he goes to the All Blacks. And he learned about the All Blacks because I had an uncle who was an All Black, and my family was all very into it, so he had to learn. So we taught all sorts of wonderful things. We both played outdoor and indoor bowls for a large number of years in Rotorua and Tauranga, and we're now playing indoor up here in Auckland as well. And we've been life members with indoor bowlers, and I've been a life member with the Rotorua East Outdoor Bowling Club as well, because I was a secretary and run the indoor bowls for 15 years and the secretary in the outdoor bowls for 10 years, so I did pretty well. Right, Graham's been told now that he cannot die before me, so he has to listen to that. Just keep your hearing aid on all the time. Right? We want to last a lot longer together. We thank you all for coming here with us to celebrate, and thank you. It's been a wonderful day. Thank
you. Scotty around?
Scott will Scotty.
Hey, Jim.
You've got so much ammunition now. If you can keep it down to about 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow. Lucky card. What do I say here? I think it's all been said. But I'd have to suggest...
Here we go.
By two. Having been married for only 12 years, I've worked out reasonably quickly that it's not always what you say, but how you say it.
Well done.
And what you don't say.
And as such, I thought it would be reasonable to write an ode to Nozza and Grazza. Or in my case, Muzza and Dazza. I've just put a little caution on this that things that I'm about to say may or may not be true, and the people may or may not exist. So, they first met up in 52. Dad could be a painful creature. He would stop Mum opening her desk, so she dobbed him to the teacher. But time went by, and soon enough she saw he was all right. She would knit while he would build late into the night. They had a thing that worked real well. Wedding bells seemed nigh. Then he called it off because a pretty filly caught his eye. Mum didn't stand for this nonsense. She packed her bags and left. On board a ship bound for Huroe, she was certainly bereft. The filly thing, it did not last. He had given her the shove. So to Janolan Caves he went to profess his dying love.
Undying.
It was enough to woo her back, but no chances would she take. They were wed within 6 weeks. What a couple they did make. The house was next, it was their joy. They built it from the ground. But kids they'd want to fill the rooms and give it the family sound. So they tried and tried and tried and tried, but didn't have much luck. For years and years it seemed to them that all they did was fall around. All of a sudden, there was a surprise. They'd not used our French letter. So Jay was born, which was real great, but they thought they could do better. And soon enough, they'd had their second, and they were not misled. Scott was all that they could want, so they stopped whilst they were ahead. The years went by, we all grew up. Rob and Jude were their best mates. Boats, parties, building houses, there were lots of plates and crates. They thought that life was sorted, then cousin Jo, she came to stay. Smoking, drinking, boys around, this was a different sort of play. But with aplomb, they weathered the storm and our teenage years. Till suddenly we all moved out. I'm sure there were no tears. Their social life, they stepped it up, if this could be believed. Cards and friends and outdoor bowling, their youth they had retrieved. Dad was into his boat building, Mum had finished home. But warmer climes were beckoning, so to Tauranga they'd roam. And for years this life it was superb, bowling, friends and cards. Then off to Auckland they would move, though this would be hard yards. Unconvinced for years to move, our pleas they would prevail. Now they have family all around. What will their life entail? To be in love and married, 50 years it seems a lot. But when you think of all they've done, the time just seems a dot. We love you both with all our hearts. Your life together is fate. So please raise a toast to Mum and Dad. We truly think you're great. Oh, hang on, I'm not sure that needs to go on film.
I was looking after Jo and her brother John because their mother was in the mental centre. I took them to school and afterwards we went away and you went up to stay with my mum and dad. And I was pregnant and I didn't even know I was. And I think it was because I had them for 6 weeks and I was taking them to school and John wasn't even in school late. He was in my class and I was teaching. And you were in the class next door, weren't you? And I think, help me get pregnant. There's nothing wrong otherwise. So she was a bonus.
We've been friends since 1970, when our kids, my daughter's not here, she's an 8-year, same age as Jess, they all grew up together along with our nephew Mike. And we've had a great time. And these two took their solemn vows 50 years ago. They've been true to them. And they've been true mates. They've been true family. They love you kids. Some of you. They love all your kids. They love these little ones next door and their new neighbours. They're fabulous people to know. So they'd never let you down. They're always there. They're only a phone call away. And today it's just so wonderful to be here together with them after 50 years, and they're now going to cut the cake. So don't cut yourself.
You've been helping me a lot.
Thank you, Jude.
No.
Jude, you didn't mention about how we taught you ladies how to play cards.
We used to beat them, didn't we? Yeah.
Always the winners. For many years we won.
Where are you, Rob?
We
Come on.
lost him, so no.
You going to start there?
I'm going to cut down here. Yes,
All right. Down there.
the other way.
Other way. Tell me when to stop.
Down.
You're going to cut through the ribbon.
Oh, I'll stop.
Yes, I think so.
We've got another cake as well somewhere.
Should be undo the ribbon.
Yes, it's still.
There we
yes,
go.
it's iced.
Beautiful.
Right. Well done, thank you. Now I can cut them. Here comes it.
Oh, okay, hang on.
All right, I'm here.
Now we can do the whole thing.
The whole
right
bit?
to the bottom.
Right, tell me when.
Down to
Whoa.
the bottom. That's down.
Beautifully done.
Can I just get you to come in a little bit just so I can just...
It's a wonderful cake too.
Sorry, I'm
Thank
gonna-
you so much for all you've done.
Sorry, I'm just gonna... There's another cake coming. Kenna, sweetheart.
Wait, there's more.
Do you want to turn it the other way, Jude? So, yep.
It's from our family next door. Oh, look at it. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Are you part of this? Man.
There we go. Where's Isha?
Isha.
Oh, yes.
He's Raj. I think she's gone inside with the girls.
He's Raj and I'm Java. We are very glad to call both of you Poppa and Nana. We are so lucky to have you as neighbors and as Poppa and Nana. We miss you a lot. We miss his dad a lot. His dad passed away last year, and then we moved to this house last year after 1 month. And we are so lucky. God gave us as a gift, both of them. I wish each and everyone have love like them. And I wish everyone should celebrate 50 years wedding anniversary in our life one day. We wish both of you best in your life each and every moment. Be happy and keep smiling.
Yeah, lovely.
Now we're going to cut this one now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, come on, help me.
Well, you better come around to the...
Well, I cut.
I don't know where the starting point on here is.
Oh, where to either.
Anywhere.
All right. There.
We'll go down the middle of the
Right down the middle. Wow.
Woohoo!
Wow. Now try and get it out without the icing sticking. Beautiful. Look at that. You are so kind,
Oh, thank you.
You're so kind.
Blow the candles out. You do all the
Oh, yes, come on, Lucky. Oh. Woo!
Where's the rest of the cakes?
Yeah.
Cakes only 3.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we've got to do another cake, don't we?
Now we've got one more cake to cut yet. We've got a birthday cake.
Oh, birthday girl.
We'll do Megan's one.
Don't do that, Alex, please.
Megan, we
Stop
need you
it.
to cut
You
your
want
birthday
to
cake.
wipe this? It's got cream on it. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. We're looking for Megan.
And you have to make a wish. And you're not allowed to let the knife touch the bottom or it might not come through.
Oops, sorry if I'm in the way. There's lots of rules.
Yeah. Life's not easy.
Oop.
Wow. What do you think about this?
Here we go. Oh, sorry if I'm in the way. It just... Yay! Okay.
Lots of cake.
Yes.
We've got pudding first.
Getting an extra cake. There we go. Megan is cutting the cake.
Okay, take that
Happy birthday.
to you. Yay! Here, just you go. Yay! Well done, Megan. Well done. Well, Justin, do you want to go close
Now, if there's
to
anyone else
Megan,
wants
just
to
so I
say
can get a little
anything,
bit of...
that's fine because everyone still looks as though they're not bored yet.
Lovely. I got it. Okay, Raj, I'm coming to you.
Do we have an Aussie comment anywhere?
Aussie comment.
No good?
No.
All good.
It's all been said.
Yeah.
I've already used that one too late.
Come in the middle.
I'd just like to congratulate you both, and I know that Mum, as your bridesmaid and your cousin, would love to have been here. And I know that she has always thought of you as a sister.
Yes, we have. We spent a lot of time together. We had a wonderful time together.
So,
and I went to Aussie with her.
So, yeah, I would just like to, from myself, congratulate you and you and my parents and my husband's parents are just such great role models for us. I take that on myself. So thank you so much. And I know we haven't been part of each other's lives much in the last few years, but growing up, it's been
We have a lot.
very, very special.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Representing
for
my
coming.
bridesmaids.
There we go. Trouble afoot. In large packets. We're going to do dessert now.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I needed to say something about Ian, who is my best man too. Thank you very much for helping us tie the knot. You've hardly changed in all the years I've known you, except that when I go back to the photograph and notice there is a small change. But thank you for being a mate for so long. Goes bright. Thank you, Ian.
Really, mate, my pleasure, and I won't bore everybody with the stories of trains and cards and canasta. But no, it's been great. It was very nice to be able to get here.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the two of you.
Thank you.
Days. Sorry? You can remember the canasta days.
Yeah. And no bowls, canasta.
I missed your speech. Were you the best man at the
Yes.
So I just did. So you and I are the only other people that were there. She was apart from.
I don't remember anything. I don't remember.
You were there. Oh, well, I was at the wedding. Oh, well, I was, and I stand corrected. I wasn't in the wedding. I was with Ian. Oh, both. Putting rolls and
It's your birthday, Tiana?
My birthday, yes, my birthday. It's only 3 months ago. It's still my birthday.
Is there another flat?
Yeah, I'm not in the flat later. Yes, I'll go and see if I can find a flat.
Otherwise you get nowhere. Yeah. So you would. If you go somewhere. Oh, more paparazzi. No pictures, please, no pictures.
You're a star, Raj. There is no doubt. That chicken. Oh, super. Super.
Thomas, you're like so young. So young.
Just covering everyone.
I wish to work there and I wish to work in Sky City.
The boys are playing here, and the girls are playing here. Poppa and Nana's birthday. Hang on.